Sports West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Miller Lite. There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness. By Jack in the Box. Right now, get half off Jack's ice cream shakes every day from 2 to 5. By your Southern California Ford dealers. See what's new at scforddealers.com. And by Klondike. With a thicker chocolatey shell, what would you do for a Klondike bar now? Welcome back once again to downtown Los Angeles. Starting in 5, same 5 we've seen ever since the return of Pau Gasol for the Lakers. With Andrew Bynum and Juan Artest comprising the baseline, and Fish and Kobe, the constants, of course, in the backcourt. And Phil Jackson, who's got to be pleased over the last couple of games, what has developed with his bench. And especially the play of Jordan Farmar, and Phil talked about that after Sunday night's victory over the New Jersey Nets. The aggressiveness of Farmar and a couple of others off the bench. And for the Hornets, this started their 10th road game of the season. In game number 18, West, Okafor, James Posey. As Posey is subbing for Peju Stojakovic, missing a second consecutive game due to a family illness. Darren Collison, the former UCLA Bruin, getting the start for Chris Paul with Devin Brown in the backcourt. So what an experience for the UCLA Bruin out of Etiwanda High School, playing for the guy that drafted him now. And that is Jeff Bauer, who does not have the coaching experience that you would expect. He's got Tim Floyd, though, right on his hip with a good move. The former USC head coach who's got NBA experience. Downstairs we go to Michael Lees. Michael.
Yeah, Joel, you and Stu have been talking about this for a while, but the Lakers have had a couple of luxuries to start this season. One, they've only played 4 road games in the first 21 games of the year, and they've played them against opponents who have a combined winning percentage of less than 50%. However, once this homestand ends next Friday, the Lakers go on the road for a 5-game trip, and they will play 19 of their next 28 on the road. I was talking to Kobe Bryant before the game. He's actually looking forward to going on the road because, one, he wants to find out just how good they are under those circumstances. And guys know, too, a lot of times the teams actually bond when they're on the road as opposed to when they're at home.
No question, Michael. Good point. And, in fact, in the 17 games in January, the Lakers at Staples Center for only 4 of the 17. Andrew Bynum over the top from Derek Fisher. And foul on the floor.
Well, they have a wet spot. As Andrew was coming down after the jump ball, right around the free throw line where Powell is right now. You see Powell trying to clean it up. Andrew did the splits very close to, that's how you get a groin injury. He just set up, and all of a sudden, legs go out from under him, and he was quite shocked, obviously. But play continued, and now they're still deciding what they're going to do about mopping up the wet spot. Wise idea.
So first foul of the game, James Posey. Over the last couple of years, and even 2 years ago, when they succeeded to the point where New Orleans won 56 games, they had the weakest bench in the NBA. They have improved. It has gotten a little bit better. Posey, though, is in the starting lineup tonight. Collison also in the starting lineup. As Kobe pops up with an early 3, and Kobe in on from beyond the arc. He has really improved over the last couple. In fact, so have the Lakers. 24-47 over the last 2 on the three-point attempts.
If that shot's any indication, again, he's got a nice arc on his shot. There's a lot of times he makes them, but they're kind of flat. That one was picture perfect.
Wide open. Well, doubled off the box. Reason. Yeah.
Well, you can double, but you don't double off the box. There's no way you can get help.
David West getting the double. So a 3-2 Laker lead. Taking on a team that they've had good luck with. In fact, Bynum gets the inside, and that's a mismatch. Up against Okafor. Basically the size of a power forward who battles on the boards and is one of the better rebounders, but not a matchup for Andrew Bynum's line.
Keep this young man, Darren Collison, out of the paint. As he's showing that if you're going to drop off of me and keep me out of the paint, I'm going to show you I've got a jump shot. That's what you have to do.
He is up to 14 points a contest. Early entry from Bynum. Soft touch off the window. Lakers by 3 once again, 7-4, and 4 of the 7 belong to the big guy, Andrew Bynum.
You mentioned it early on. Just too big for Emekafor.
Andrew coming off a season-high 5 blocks in his last year. So often people talk about his offense, but what he does at the defensive end so important. David West filling it up straight away.
That's the guy that's the key. I don't care what Collison does, what anybody else does. David West is the key for them against the Lakers.
Now those numbers, Stu, are down to the extent they're his lowest, both shooting percentage and point average, since his second season in the league. Kobe off the pick, out of space, and Kobe goes it up. 9-6 Lakers, as the Lakers have started the contest 4-4, but they need to get some stops. 3 of 3 as well for the New Orleans Hornets. Good pass to Dennis Brown. And a long rebound. Derek Fisher. Fish over the shoulder, rolls it home. How about a no-look little flip?
You don't see Derek make this particular attempt very often, but he knew the contact was coming. Just throws it up, throws it in, then trips over a photographer. Hopefully nobody is injured, as Derek is really concerned about the photographer that he landed on. That's one of the things in the NBA especially that makes it so, shows the athleticism of these players. They're moving at such a high rate of speed, and they only have maybe 6 to 8 feet to either change direction or stop before they run over somebody sitting courtside like that, whether it's the print photographers or anybody else for that matter. That was some play by Derek Fisher. Very nice.
Foul is on David West as the Lakers come into the contest 13-3. Fish, a rare miss at the free throw line. When it's Finch, Kobe, or even Sasha out there off the bench, usually close to 90%, so it is a surprise when they miss. 5-point Laker lead in the opening 2.5 minutes of play. Defense has been the key for the Lakers. Is Okafor. Pretty little jump hook and falling away over Andrew Bynum.
He used a little quickness on that one. Andrew had it sniffed out, but just was a half a second late on making the defensive block attempt.
Kobe on the crossover. Losing. Kevin Brown with the left hand. Boy, Kobe likes working it, doesn't he?
He's just so talented. Just absolutely scary.
Mid-range game. Derek Collison. Boy, as his confidence grows. That's what happens when you get into the starting lineup. And talking to their broadcasters, for him to learn under Chris Paul, that makes a big difference too.
Yeah, when you can go against Chris Paul every day in practice.
Bynum's available. Fish got it there. David West picks up his second foul. Andrew Bynum, soft touch.
Well, the Hornets went into a zone that time. Bad news, because that left David West in the back with 2 7-footers, and he fouls Andrew Bynum for his second with 8.5 to play, so he's going to have to go out of the ball game as Andrew takes it up. No question about the foul. 3-point opportunity coming to Andrew.
Veteran Darius Sungila is going to take over. So David West, who comes into the contest as their leading scorer, active right now because Chris Paul, who leads this team with 24 a game, on the sideline, talked about his ankle injury and missing 8 straight. West at 16 a contest after 21 last season. Sits down for the rest of the opening 12 minutes of play. That's only 3.5 minutes in. They lose 16 a game.
Yeah, and you know, he's their offensive leader. That's an offensive foul. That's an offensive foul. He hooked Kobe's left leg, turning the corner.
Kobe is called for the foul, and that's why he's so demonstrative about it.
The man, CP3, Chris Paul, what a talent.
Each of the last 2 seasons, he has led the NBA in assists. Collison had it kicked out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock. They say it was just off the shin, and not a direct kick. So no reset to 14 for the Lakers.
The Lakers, 8:13 on the clock. Nobody's missed from the Lakers.
And a rare miss by the Hornets. They're 5 of 7. So both teams red hot. Pull up 3 off the lip of the ring. And Okafor gets it out early. Devin Brown, the University of Texas San Antonio. Not a home in New Orleans the last couple of years. Great job by Brown on the dribble penetration. Okafor slams it home, but Brown did the work. And that's 6 early points for Emeka Okafor.
Dribble penetration breaks your defense. I've said it many times, and it's just something that you have to keep repeating. That's what the coaches try to do defensively.
Great pass. Foul the salt. Derek Fisher, give him an assist. It moved in a hurry, though. Lakers by 4. And that is their second consecutive win. Wide right. Devin Brown. He's saying, wait a minute, it was deflected. It was touched by Kobe.
Wouldn't you say that if you shot an air ball?
I'd beg. He played it. for both teams. I don't think they were going to go perfect tonight. Now 6 and 10. Fish cut off the pass, but he's got Pau Gasol knocked away out of bounds. Heads up play, though, by Posey to recover.
Yeah, Posey's known as a defender. I mean, he knows how to play individual defense and good team defense.
18, make it 13 still left on the shot clock for the Lakers. An operative number 7-11 left in the opening quarter. Now Kobe coming off the handoff. And Fish spot up. Couple that looked like they were going to go down. Gasol one, and that long one from Derek Fisher. So the Lakers have missed their last 4 on the deflection. Artest just took it away from Sungano. Carries it.
Got it caught on his hip.
It'll go back on the Lakers' first turnover of the contest.
Normally a very good ball handler with that left, but what he was trying to do that time, I don't know. Is he tried a little skip, or I don't know what that was, but it ended up being a turnover. I do know that.
It was an easy 2-on-1 that went awry, and it's back to the Hornets. Okafor, a couple of positions for him, but he's back to the basket. And a great drop step to the baseline. Didn't finish, though.
Well, he was there.
And he had a good look.
But I guess being there isn't enough. You have to finish.
Andrew Bynum coming up short, bodied up that time. But a good job by Okafor to hold his ground. Both teams slowing down considerably at the offensive end. About halfway through the opening 12. Hornets coming in with a record of 7-10. Lakers 13-3. And Okafor, the face-up game, as he is now 4 of 5. His easiest shot of the game he missed.
The second easiest. The easiest one was the dunk that he got.
Yeah, that was the putback. Now the Lakers, Pau Gasol unaccounted for at the outset. Really short. Again, though, Okafor kind of came under and walked him out effectively.
Pau's first step was across the key instead of toward the basket. And with that kind of, if he would have gone toward the basket, that would have been a foul on Okafor.
The Lakers now 0 for their last 6. His son Gaila ties it up for New Orleans at 16 apiece. So the Lakers, who put together this winning streak because of their defense, holding the last 6 opponents to an average of 91 a game, giving up 61% shooting so far. Artest got away from Posey. Good lead, Derek Fisher on the assist. The Lakers back up by 2.
You get the coaches smiling when you have plays like that, because that's straight out of the offense. You score out of their offense, you make them think they're geniuses.
Devin Brown off the pick. Teardrop. And Andrew Bynum changed it up. After Artest went for the steal, Lakers didn't get burned. In the middle of the floor, it's Kobe. And in the mismatch, Sungano holds on for dear life. 4th team foul, so the Lakers do not shoot, but have it when we come back.
Still 4:47 left in the first quarter. Both teams putting points on the board. Somebody's going to decide to play defenses. Both teams. 8 out of 14 for the Lakers. 8 out of 14 for the Hornets.
Fox Sports West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Corona and Corona Light, official sponsors of the timeout. Relax responsibly. And by Armored, in theaters December 4th, rated PG-13.
4:47 remaining. First quarter, the Lakers and the Hornets. The Lakers by 2. Klondike scouting report on the Hornets. James Posey. This is a guy that still a very, very good perimeter threat. Makes big shots from behind the arc. And came into it as a defender, continues to be a defender. Very good defensively, and trying to bring that championship attitude to the Hornets. He's got 2 championship rings under his belt. Posey does, with the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics.
And knows his role, doesn't he? Guy that can defend, as you mentioned. Always been a 3-point threat from Twinsburg, Ohio. He will turn 33 middle of January. James Posey, nice compliment player, nice role player. And in the starting lineup tonight, as we mentioned at the top of the telecast, because of the loss to Peja Stojakovic, he missed the Sacramento game on Sunday due to a family illness. Missing the 2nd consecutive game. So 2 starters out of the lineup tonight. It's a turnaround for Andrew Bynum. Had a good decision on the anchor.
I like the fact that he really anchored the pivot foot because he did a couple of good moves left and right. But a lot of times bigs will drag the pivot or pick it up and be called for the walk.
Drew's got 9 of the first 20 for the Lakers. We've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. In the opening 12. Collison, more confidence in the shot. The runner. What a beautiful teardrop by Darren Collison. Local product, Etiwanda High School. After a great career at UCLA in the 21st overall selection. Give and go. And off Fish. Out of bounds. Collison got in the mix there.
I thought it was going to be 3 games in a row. Artest and Derrick would run that same play. Just pass and get it back. But that teardrop, boy, that's a tough shot for the bigs. They don't like to see it because more times than not, they don't get to it at all.
Inside. So the Lakers gave up some points to the paint. James Posey. That is his first basket of the game. Still 62% shooting for New Orleans. Kobe confident off the window, not close. He protected like a running back. Now Collison on the break. Go. Bodying him up and the foul on Derek Fisher. So New Orleans looking for their first lead of the contest with 3:36 to play and Darren Collison going to the stripe.
Quickness is something you can't teach. And I'll tell you, Darren Collison has a lot of it. And you can think you're in good position, but because of his quickness, he gets the calls.
He's among the league leaders at the free throw line, 90% in his rookie season. Great form. Well, you can win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Lakers home game, courtesy of Verizon Wireless. For your chance to win, just text tickets to 525-377 by the end of this evening's game. You're automatically entered. One winner per contest. That's tickets to 525-377. Do it right now. For all the rules, just go to Lakers.com. A 22-20 lead, and the first 2 advantage for New Orleans so far tonight. Playing much better basketball, taking 4 of their last 6. Kobe with a long 2, ties it up at 22. And Kobe, like Andrew Bynum, has 9 on 4 of 6 from the field.
It doesn't take long for an opposition opponent to get your attention. And the Hornets have the Lakers' attention right now.
Tomorrow just checked into the game.
So they better respond because they're allowing this team to really get shots, easy shots, and that develops more and more confidence. And when you're shooting 59%, that's confidence.
Well, when they lost to the Lakers back on November 9th, and the Lakers won 104-88, his fan out top had a good look. Kobe trying to track it down, but Brown kept it away. They were just a flat group. And it was right before on the 9th because Byron Scott lost his job as it was deflected to the backcourt on the 12th. Jeff Bauer took over on the 13th. And he brought in some experience with Tim Floyd, don't forget, the former head coach at USC, who's right next to him on the bench. A lot of coaching experience, NBA and college. Good experience in college just to get it up. It was a low bounce.
That was a nice play, though, by Darren Collison. He set him up perfectly.
It's tied at 22. A little more than 2 to play in the first quarter. Kobe finds Lamar. A lot of time on the shot clock. And it continues from beyond the arc.
Well, if he's been shooting it pretty effectively from there, he's got to look to get more attempts. That time the Lakers found him open, and what's he do? Knocks it down. He's 2 for 2 from the field.
He's 5 for his last 8 on his threes. Devin Brown, his dribble penetration, sets up Sungila. 1-point game. Good move by the guards. The guards right now, Brown and especially Collison, keeping the Hornets close.
Nice split to the double team that time and got into the paint.
Foul. And free throws coming up when we come out of the break as the Hornets are out of fouls.
Minute and 45 to go in the first. We've got a good one going. How long will it stay good? Well, it doesn't really matter, the Lakers say, as long as they win in the end. And the results, that makes it even better. Andrew Bynum pursuing perfection.
You know, he's already got 9, averaging 18, and 8th in the league on the glass. But Kobe again, helping the Lakers early and exploding early, as Kobe has 9, just like Andrew Bynum. In fact, Kobe leads the league in first half scoring, so kind of setting the tempo for the Lakers this season so far.
Artest to get 2 here, and let's see how he does on the first. His first one is very critical in my mind as he drains it.
And good to see Ron Artest make a free throw. Let's head down to Michael Eaves. Michael.
Yeah, Joe, some of our viewers at home may notice that some of the assistant coaches are wearing red ties and also ribbons as well. If you look at Kobe Bryant's shoes, he has on red laces. It's all in celebration of World AIDS Day. Nike has teamed up with RED, the movement to end HIV and AIDS around the world. And Kobe's going to auction those laces off after the game. All the proceeds will go to ending HIV and AIDS in Africa. And fans at home, if you want to buy those special Nike laces, you can go to any Nike team store. Every single dollar, guys, will go to end the spread of HIV and AIDS in around the world, but especially in Africa.
Okay. Great thought.
Great cause.
Yeah. Outstanding effort. Thank you for that update. As you see it on the Lakers bench. Lamar trying to get it into Pau Gasol.
Lamar had a wide open 15-footer.
So the Lakers turn it over. Posey the other way. Tripped up on the pass.
2 fouls from Kobe.
And that is the first of the final 2 minutes of play. It'll come into the side with 19 on the shot clock. As Hilton Armstrong, while we were away, 4th-year man, big man down low out of UConn. He is checked in for the first time. And also in, L.A. native Bobby Brown, another guy like Trevor Ariza and so many others from Westchester High School. Right around the airport. Bobby Brown, Cal State Fullerton product. Also into the contest. And a guy that I saw in the summer is Shannon Brown comes in for the Lakers. Marcus Thornton, the rookie out of LSU, and a steal as a second-round pick for the Hornets. He is in, matching up with Shannon Brown. Final 65 seconds. Had a very good start tonight for the Hornets, trailing by only 1. Clock coming down on Thornton. Choked off with the baseline by Pau Gasol, just lost the handle.
See, Pau doing what a lot of bigs just can't do, and that's move their feet laterally, shutting off the baseline, forcing the turnover. Good job again by Pau.
So Lamar Odom, Jordan Farmar, Ron Artest, Pau Gasol. He's got the ball as L.O. takes it strong to the hole. First time. You want to stop it?
Stop and go on Sangaya, and then giving Armstrong a nice facial.
29-26. And offensive foul of the moving pick. It's on Hilton Armstrong.
I want to see Lamar's again. Oh, there it is. Stop, go, and what you going to do, Hilton? Get served up. Most centers, most players in the back line get dunked on. If you're a challenger, especially in Hilton, challenge, you got dunked on.
Skipping to Artest real quickly after the double, almost triple on Gasol. Jordan Farmar goes free. Short, although Armstrong, I got a feeling he's going to have a loose ball fouling Gasol going to the free throw line.
You have to move. This game is all about footwork, whether it's on the offensive end or the defensive end. And that time, because Hilton didn't move his feet properly, he had to use his hands. He gets called for pushing Pau, so Pau will shoot 2.
So 2 from the baseline very quickly. 2 fouls, Hilton Armstrong. He's only been out there for barely 2 minutes. As Gasol gets a friendly roll. And David West, don't forget, their leading scorer in the absence of Chris Paul at 16 a game. He's been on the bench since 3.5 minutes into the contest. That was a big blow. Yet, it's only a 4-point Laker lead.
That's the key for the Hornets. The fact that their guy, David West, hasn't played many minutes at all. But they look at the scoreboard, they have a chance to go to the second quarter down by, well, they won't be down any more than 5.
Yeah, James Posey with a cut. Ron Garrettson alertly saw that before he brought in, so brought it in.
They'll have 30 seconds to either stop the flow of blood or make a substitution or take a timeout.
They've not been a good road team. They're headed home finally. They've been a 1-8 road team so far this season. So the Lakers very fortunate with the home schedule, and they're capitalizing with 17 of the first 21 at home, and so far 10-2 here at Staples Center. So many teams getting road games out of the way early. It all evens out, and there's an old friend, Tim Floyd, head coach at USC. And that was a good move by Jeff Bauer with so little experience on a bench to bring in somebody who's been a head coach, not only with the Bulls and Hornets, but the last few seasons at USC.
Speaking of SC, didn't they just lose to Nebraska in basketball last week?
Was it a 2 or a 3 at the buzzer?
51-48.
I love it. But had a chance to catch up with Coach Floyd, and he's a guy from that area to begin with, so it's a natural fit for Tim Floyd to be back in the Big Easy.
Good Nebraska win. Doc Sadler and his crew.
Now let's see what happens to the Big 12 football time. Texas, Nebraska coming out.
Let's do one thing at a time here.
I like the way you change. Bobby Brown running on a racing room. Sungata's got to go. No. Good pass. Hilton Armstrong going to the line of the foul by Shannon Brown.
And that's a good foul by Shannon because that was going to be a throwdown. See if he can make 2 free throws. Last I checked, he was not 100%.
Let's see if the Lakers career. Let's see if the Lakers pick up defensively in the second 12-minute session.
Believe me, their coaching staff will bring that to their attention. To give up 27 and possibly 28 points in the first 12 minutes doesn't bode well if you compute that over a 48-minute game.
60% shooting. It was not off in time, so that'll do it for the first 12 minutes of play as the Lakers go to the break.
What happened to,
with a 4-point lead?
What happened to fundamentals? Nobody boxed out the shooter. The ball comes right back to him. I mean, you have to execute the fundamentals. We've played one. The Lakers put up 31. The Hornets put up 27. Will the defense start? We'll find out when we come back.
The official car suiting up with the Lakers for 33 years. The Southern California Toyota dealers would like to congratulate the Lakers on their 50th anniversary. Welcome back once again. Jordan Farmar pressuring the inbounds pass to start the second quarter, and it gets away from Bobby Brown with James Posey throwing it in. And joining us now, the new movie starting this coming Friday, Armored. It's in theaters this coming Friday, and Matt Dillon joins us. Lakers Live Wire. Matt, Joel Myers, Stu Lance, thanks for taking the time. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks. It's great to be here.
Tell us about the movie that's coming out this Friday.
It's a heist picture, armored car, double armor car heist film. You know, it's sort of up the ante. Usually you see a single armored car heist picture. It's an ensemble with Lawrence Fishburne and myself and Jean Reno and a bunch of other really good actors. We had a really good time making it. All right.
And a basketball fan, I understand, a Knicks fan.
I'm a Knicks fan. It's a little rough these days, but
a little.
Hey, at least I'm not a Nets fan, right? That's
a good point. Very good point. Tell us about. You said you had a great ensemble, and I'm a fan not only of yours from way back when, Outsiders, and I can continue the list, but Lawrence Fishburne's. I'm a fan of his. Tell us what that was like.
Well, he's great. We go back. We did a film. God, we go back to 1983. We did a film together, Rumblefish with Coppola. That was really great to be working with him again because he's a phenomenal human being as well as being a great actor.
Talking to Mac Millen on Lakers Live Wire as the Lakers match up with the Hornets tonight. Both teams giving it away. There's a reach. And Gasol's going to the free throw line to afford us another opportunity to talk to Matt Dillon. So a great experience, and the movie opens on Friday. Have you ever worked with a guy by the name of Johnny Drama?
Not yet. One of these days. I don't know about on that show, but one of these days we'll be.
Have they approached you to work on Entourage at all?
Nah, it's tough. I think because he's already got a brother on the show, so I think that's probably why that hasn't come about.
It's got to be a good feeling for you to see your brother on that show.
Oh yeah. We'll find something to do together.
Are you as good a golfer as your brother?
No, not nearly as good. Not nearly. He's very good, and all the males in my family except me are good. That's not my forte right there. But it's a low injury sport, unlike this one.
So you grew up playing basketball is what you mean?
Enough. When I look at the injuries, it's stitches here, broken foot there, So you get to a certain point, you got to decide, is the risk worth the reward? So, but yeah, I love it. It's a great game.
And Matt, we really appreciate your taking the time. We'll look forward to Friday and the movie Armored.
All right. Nice talking to you guys.
Thank you. Matt Dillon joining us tonight on Lakers Live Wire. Good entry, Jordan Farmar. The finish by Ron Artest, and the Lakers now with their largest lead of the game, up by 8.
Again, lead guard Jordan Farmar finding the right people and making the right plays. That's just going to get him more and more playing time.
Yeah, we talk about points. He's got 25 points over the last 2, but he's also looking good, looking for his teammate. Bobby Brown, not close. Farmar leaked out late, very tardy on the pass by Lamar Odom.
Like when they're open and you don't hit them right away, might as well pull it back and wait.
Like Drew Brees. Bobby Brown gets points off the turnover.
Well, Drew's in another category, though. That's my boy, Drew Brees.
Another world.
The team lead the Chargers, and I follow him with the Saints. He's right now MVP.
We're rooting for the Saints. 6-point game, and Gasol banging with Hilton Armstrong.
Coming on an offensive foul on Powell. The same non-call they didn't get when they whistled the foul on Kobe. They said that Powell hooked him with his off arm.
The Lakers at 56.5% compared to 54%. But the Lakers have already turned it over 6 times, and they've cleaned that up over the last 10 games. David West back in. It's off the easy finger roll.
Yeah, that time Powell was chest to chest with David West, and he hadn't committed his dribble. You're asking to get beat off the dribble, especially at the mid-post area. There's no time for your teammates to help you.
So in the absence of Chris Paul, and especially tonight without Peja Stojakovic, it's going to be up to David West to fill it up. Coming up short. Artest battling, and going to be a foul on Artest. Loose ball foul. His first personal on the first team foul as well.
Ron's thinking because he's on the inside that he should be the guy getting the whistle, but the official sees it differently and calls the foul on number 37.
Joe Forte working tonight with Ron Garrison and Eric Lewis. So we're just about 3 minutes into the second quarter. And the Lakers in a battle early with the Hornets. Hornets lost on Sunday as that. A few times. Hilton Armstrong. Oh, that hurt. Did the splits as he lost his footing coming down. Oh. Artest on the run out. Smart play. Scoops it home with the left hand.
That was almost an and one with Powell shooting the one because Powell got pushed in the back by a defender trying to get to Ron.
Boy, Hilton Armstrong's okay. Play as it goes way off. And picked up by Shannon Brown.
It went way off, and Shannon went way up to get it.
And we're going to talk a little bit later about Shannon Brown's website. George Farmer off the little rub by Lamar Odom. Puts the Lakers back up by 8. LetShannonDunk.com. Check it out. It'll be a lot of fun for you. LetShannonDunk.com, new website. Let's get that guy to the All-Star Weekend and the Slam Dunk Contest. Timeout, Jeff Bauer and New Orleans.
A nice little spurt here by the Lakers, but every time they haven't had a spurt thus far, the Hornets have responded. Let's see what they do when we come back.
The NBA record for most block shots in a game with 17. 2 years later, the Purple and Gold traded Elmore Smith and 3 other rising stars to Milwaukee for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
So we think 5 blocks is a lot. Andrew Bynum last game, 17 in a game for Elmore Smith. Jack Black courtside on a Tuesday night in Southern California. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Boy, she was great for Curb this season. That whole cast for Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld came back. And see Andy here all the time, which was nice, just like Jack Nicholson. Andy Garcia at Staples Center for the Lakers matchup with the Hornets. So Hornets are done in Southern California after tonight. They've already had their 2 appearances here. Lakers only go to New Orleans once this year. Fortunately, though, we do have a night off there. So the Lakers, and it's late in the season when they're in New Orleans. Night off in the Big Easy. Marcus Thornton quiet so far since coming off the bench with West out there. Darren Collison back on the floor at the bottom. Chosen with a couple of fouls. Collison trying to get there. Good court vision. He had West, and West had a pretty good look until Andrew Bynum got there.
The Lakers dodged one there.
Andrew Bynum up against David West. Much smaller man. Okafor tried to get involved, and Andrew Bynum was way too tall.
Not only much shorter of David West than Andrew, but David doesn't want that 3rd foul to go to the bench again. He picked up 2 early, so he's going to be a little reluctant to really play aggressive defensively.
First double-digit lead of the night for the Lakers. West. Comes out with Shannon Brown. Leaves it up for Shannon.
Never pass the ball backwards.
Blow the opportunity in transition.
First of all, they had 2 guys in the same lane. The only 2. That's not a way to run any kind of transition.
Collison. Kobe out of position. Now, Kobe left Collison, and he gets burned.
Can't double team off the box. Can't double team off of a cutter. Kobe tried to double team off the cutter. Paid the price.
So 10 early points. Darren Collison back home in Southern California, averaging 14 a game. Couple of Bruins going up against each other. And Collison getting the foul. Farmar on a difficult fall away will go to the free throw line.
And Darren Collison was there to challenge and gets hit on the arm. Normally when you have a player and you've set him up now by making a move like that and you see that he's challenging, the next time you make the same move and you give him a little up fake. That's the free throw line, shooting 2 more.
Farmar gets the first of 2. Stu, I was just talking about how tough it is, first of all. Your coach is in the last year of his contract. They didn't start out well. They're gone. At 3-6, their coach is fired. Jeff Bauer takes over. Add to that, over the first 16 games of the season, the Hornets have also had the toughest schedule by record in the NBA. Celtics, Suns, Dallas on the schedule. Better than a 60% winning rate. 155 and 100. That's over the first 16 position as Posey was pretty good out of his hand from 3. Break for the Lakers, up by 9, 42-33. Kobe setting up a wide open Farmar. Jordan gives him an assist with a triple. Lakers by 11.
See what dribble penetration does. Everybody they just assumed Kobe was taking the shot. They froze and left Jordan around the arc.
Talking about the last 2, Lakers 24-47 on their 3s. Good looks there, and now 3 of 7 on those opportunities. Spacing and ball movement. Thornton. Way too long. Picked up by Andrew Bynum. Thornton, in fact, yes, Marcus Thornton averages 15 a game. So they get 29 out of their looks. Starts playing. Shannon Brown back to back. Farmar. Not this time. Other corner. Well, Brown tapped it ahead. Over to his teammate. He could not control that loose ball. Thornton. Thick guard. Did not finish. Did a good job to get space.
See Lamar tapping it to himself.
Yeah, just teasing the kid. Hello with Andrew Bynum on the block. Andrew solid in the middle again. Lakers by 14 on a 12-2 spurt. And will there be a timeout now for New Orleans?
Warrior. He's already used up all of his verbiage in timeouts. He's saying, now, guys, you got to just play. Do something. Get some stops.
That's 13 points for Bynum on 6 of 7 from the field. Posey. It'll be deuce of speed. Clock expired. You could hear it in the background. Had to go with that. Farmar again. And Lamar wanted it, but the rim got it. The pass from Farmar. Collison with a hop and a roll and didn't get the rim.
Nice move. That old thing, $1 million move and nickel finish.
Posey on the foul. And that'll take us to a timeout as Kobe and the Lakers go to the break up by 14.
Yeah, it's still 4:37 to go. Let's see if they can build on that 13. But when we come back, we're going to break down the year of the point guard. And there's quite a few of those rookies.
The T-Wolves, Steph Curry combo guard, lead guard, picked by the Warriors. Brandon Jennings, what a start for that run. Drew Holiday, who we all know well here in Southern California. Ty Lawson, that's a nice pickup at 18 out of Carolina for Denver. Teague, 19. Eric Maynard, he has looked really solid for the Jazz. And Darren Collison, who we're watching tonight, 21st overall selection and way ahead of the curve right now for the New Orleans Hornets. And we talk about guys coming into the NBA ready. It helped to run an offense as long as he did for Ben Holland.
He just has a certain feel for the game as well. Sure, the offense can help you prepare, but if your mindset isn't there, you can run any offense in the world and you're still going to falter at this level.
16-6. That's the run for the Lakers to start the second 12. Kobe with space. Got up there, but a little bit flat.
The shots, I talked about it early. Early on, his shot had a nice arc. That one, really flat.
So the Lakers are plus 10 here. The second 12. David West easily Fred's front of the face-up game. That's a play by Shannon Brown. Both Brown and Okafor took it away from each other. Derek Fisher back on the floor for the Lakers, and Fish leads everybody with 6 assists so far.
6 in 10 minutes, and his season high is only 7.
Held up by Thornton. And on the reach, a couple of free throws right away for Derek Fisher.
And the word you used was really the right word. reached. They had a sandwich, but they were reaching instead of moving your feet, keeping the trap set, putting Derek in a bad way. Instead, Derek puts himself in a good way at the free throw line.
Little by little, it's looked smoother, more comfortable out there for Derek Fisher. All areas of the game. In the second half, Carl's Jr. Sports Update. We'll check in with Michael Eaves. It'll be after the break. But Derek said, don't worry. And Phil Jackson was the first to say, don't worry about Derek Fisher. When Derek was shooting at a poor percentage, Derek hits the big shots. And Magic Johnson said the memorable shots, the shots you remember. Derek Fisher.
He's got a number of those.
I believe he's a flex performer. So a 15-point Laker lead, and making 16 of the second free throw at 49-33. 18-6. They tripled the offensive output. They picked it up defensively, done a better job. Devin Brown, though, 3 on the arc. And a break for the Lakers, because that was a clean look for Devin Brown.
They've had some looks, but you can see how their shooting percentage has gone from 60 down to 42.
And now 0 for 7 beyond the arc. Kobe leaving it off for Gasol. High percentage on the dribble penetration, so they chased Kobe and didn't shut him off at all. 51-33.
Well, they shut him off too late, because once he got to the front of the rim, or the side of the rim, I should say, he found Powell wide open.
Brown got there. Devin Brown. Still with the Utah Jazz. Started with the San Antonio Spurs in his 8th season. Stops a 10-0 run for the Lakers.
Kobe mad at himself. He got himself out of position defensively and got beat.
Now up against Brown with a spin at the baseline. And easy call. Hipped out of the play. A little bump by Brown. And a couple of free throws coming up from Kobe when we come back to downtown Los Angeles.
Devin was in good position, but all of a sudden Kobe was gone. 2:54 left to play. As you bring 2 defenders, somebody's open. Pow, you're the man.
Scores. That's in just a matter of moments when Norm joins me for the Jack in the Box halftime report. And with those thoughts in mind, Joel, it's a bit of a different feel tonight. It's not Powell and Kobe leading. How about Andrew and Ron so far?
Yeah, and Kobe's got 9, Powell's got 6, and you bring up a good point, Bill, because we've said it before when the Lakers played over the weekend, and before that they had 7 in double figures. And since Powell came back, it seems like all the starters are in double figures or close to double figures.
Well, I mean, that's just one of the things that makes the Lakers so difficult to defend. They've got so many ways to hurt you. I mean, they've got so many guys that can just flat score, and all of them basically in the post area, because Kobe has moved a lot of his game there. So, but I should probably keep Kobe out of the mix, because he could score with in a straight jacket with handcuffs and everything. I mean, he is just an unbelievable scoring guy that can score.
They have the second leading scorer in the NBA. He's headed back to the free throw line now. Kobe is up to 10, so that's 3 of the 5 starters in double figures. Gasol has 6, but he's only taken 4 shots. Derek Fisher's only taken 3 shots. He's got 4 points, but the balance has been the key for the Lakers during this winning streak, and also the depth. The bench has played better as Posey comes back in, and things should get better for New Orleans with their bench. Once Posey goes back, Stojakovic returns, Paul returns, Collison, Thornton coming off the bench like Bobby Brown. Friday night, because they were shorthanded, they were outscored by the reserves of the Sacramento Kings, 51-24. As Kobe gets a couple of free throws. So he's got 11. Artest has 11. But Bynum still leads the Lakers with 13. 6 of 7 from the field.
Lakers continuing to put the defensive pressure.
Lamar rotating over to help out on Okafor. Okafor got a pretty good look. Missed the jump ball.
Did you see how the ball came out of his hand?
Kobe for 3. Gasol times it. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Big spotting up. Kobe found the triple. What a rainbow. It landed. And the Lakers quickly up now by 21. Boy, they've destroyed them so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the difference between the first 12 minutes and the next 10 have been just like night and day.
Don't forget, New Orleans had 27 points in the first 12 minutes. They've only got 8 so far over the first 10 minutes of the second 12. Foul. Andrew Bynum grabbing Emeka Okafor. So, former UConn Husky going to the free throw line.
I like the fact that, you know, after the play, Powell and Andrew are talking something over defensively, and that's how you improve as a team and as an individual as well. You try to find out, what I did wrong. And if you're willing to listen to what your teammates are telling you, you're going to show the improvement.
Okafor gets the first of two. Remember when he came out of UConn, they said he couldn't stay healthy. He had a bad back. He was going to be gimpy his entire career. This is a guy that a couple of his first 4 years played 82 games. Second player taken in the 2004 draft. Played all 82 last year once again when he averaged 13 and 10. And they took on salary, don't forget, when they picked up Emeka Okafor. A number of years, 5 years left on his current agreement compared to the only 2 years left on Tyson Chandler's deal, going the other way to the Bobcats. And Posey just got another foul. That's his third.
Tried to stop Powell from cutting to the basket, and nice rule, freedom of movement, impeding the progress. Basketball is such a pretty sport if you're allowed to have movement. When you're allowed the holding, the grabbing, and all that, it really makes for an ugly game. Wishing and a hoping. Lamar Odom was the guy singing.
You thought he was shooting. You got it. You see the lean on Lamar? Lamar's got.
He is such a good guy for thinking about his teammates.
Yeah, his heart, his biggest heart in the world, Lamar Odom.
You normally see the shooter do that. Lamar sitting over here.
Whoa.
Oh, Lamar.
Julian Wright has checked into the game. A guy that was taken very high out of Kansas, 13th overall. They're still waiting. And this is his third season. He was in the starting lineup at the beginning of the year for Byron Scott. It didn't pan out. The numbers dwindled, and so did his minutes. Collison, but Derek Fisher dropping down to take it away. What a read by the veteran.
Well, the only pass that's available was along the baseline. Derek dropped to the level, picks it off.
Andrew Bynum asking for it. They'll run on through. Kobe popping up. He was short. A good box out. Technique by David West on the run. Right. Didn't get the rim. 100 miles an hour. Pau Gasol. And off balance with the left hand. A little baby hook. Falling away, Pau's into double figures. So 4 of the 5 starters in double figures. And remember, Fish, who has 7, has only taken 4 shots and he's made 2.
I'm going to say it this time. I've always said that, he shoots almost as well with his left. He shoots better with his left underneath.
Julian Wright rewarded again, running the baseline, and a good find.
His form, the form of Powell with that left hand is beautiful.
The Lakers by 21. Man, it got away in a hurry in the second 12.
It can happen to you in a game, if you don't have focus for the entire game.
Kobe with good space in the bar. Inside the arc this time. And again, off the front of the rim, short. Collison. Floor open. Shot clock and game clock as they slow it down, separated by about 6 seconds. The Lakers will go to the locker room shooting right at 57%.
Well, they've been consistent throughout the game so far.
David West and Lamar and the Lakers with 10 left in the half. An opportunity. Will they stop the ball this time? Nope. Lamar in the hole. Too easy. 3-point to play.
That was just bad defense.
Darren Collison. And he gets it.
A 3-pointer, too.
Yep. One-hand runner. And the kid didn't quit, did he? So Collison goes to the locker room with a triple. We believe it looked good out of his hand.
Oh, it was good.
Yep. 13.
I mean, he gets down the floor. There were like 3 seconds, and he can get there in probably 2. Has to be out of his hand when the lights come on. Is it out? It's out. Count it. Nothing but bottom.
So back home from Etiwanda High School and UCLA, Darren Collison bringing them back within 20. You heard me right. It was only a 4-point game at the end of the first quarter. 62-42. Lakers looking for their second straight this season over the Hornets. As we head outside, time now for the Jack in the Box halftime report. Let's join Billy Mack and Norm Nixon.
All right, Joel, thank you so much. Yeah, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer to bring you to within 20. I love the inflection Joel gave it right there. And it's true. The Lakers just dominating yet another opponent. This time, doing it in a little different fashion.
Well, the game started. Let's go through the course of the game. The first quarter, play no defense. They allowed these guys to shoot 60%. Second quarter,